The world of entertainment is back. This time, BTS's Jin name came to the fore not because of the release of a new song, a draft project, or a grandiose stage performance, but because of a mysterious video that leaked and shocked the virtual universe. The video, believed to have been shot secretly behind the scenes, features an unexpected moment from one of the most respected and reclusive K-pop idols in the South Korean music industry, Merciless Viral. Mysterious video appeared on a closed forum. Initially, this video was only spread on closed online forums for K-pop fans, but within hours, pieces of the clip spread to various platforms such as Twitter, TikTok, to YouTube, complete with various wild speculations that made netizens wonder what really happened to BTS's Jin behind the camera. In the 2-minute video, Jin is seen in a dark room, dressed in casual clothes but looking very serious and emotional. Many ARMY, as BTS fans are called, immediately felt the unusual atmosphere. There was an aura of sadness, anger, and fatigue that radiated clearly from Jin's expression. However, the most shocking moment was when Jin appeared to be talking to someone behind the camera. His voice sounded low and heavy, as if conveying something very personal and confidential. Unfortunately, the voice is too quiet to be clearly understood, but some fans managed to capture pieces of dialogue that were then transcribed and translated. "I've had enough. It's not about music anymore. They don't know what's going on behind the scenes." It was this sentence that provoked a storm of speculation. Is Jin frustrated with the Korean entertainment industry? Is there internal pressure from management? Or is this just part of an unreleased documentary project? HYB silenced. ARMY divided until this article was written. The HYB labels have not provided official clarification. This silence actually adds heat to the atmosphere. Many ARMYs tried to appease the community by emphasizing the importance of respecting the Jin's privacy. However, there are not a few who demand an explanation, especially since this video shows a very different side of Jin from his public image so far. If this is part of the project, why was there no information before? But if this is real, Jin is clearly under heavy pressure, said one Twitter user with the account @EuphoriaJinny. Signs have appeared a long time ago. It's no secret that Jin, although known to be humorous and easygoing, is actually a figure full of responsibility and has a deep emotional side. Some fans pointed out that in recent interviews before enlisting in the ARMY, Jin had touched on burdens and fatigue that he could not openly express. Clips from past variety shows and V-Lives are now being dissected again. Jin's empty-looking expression, forced-looking jokes, and blank stares at some moments are now regarded as clues that Jin has long kept a large burden unknown to the public. Who is the figure behind the camera? One of the big questions that continues to resonate is, who is behind the camera in the video? Speculation has sprung up, ranging from other BTS members, HYB staff, to a close friend of Jin who has never been exposed to the public. Some claim that the faint voice belonged to Jungkook, based on matching speech patterns and voice intonations. But another theory says that this video is the result of Jin's personal therapy session that was accidentally leaked by one of the staff. This theory is quite reasonable, given the background of the room and the atmosphere that resembles a counseling place, ARMY voiced. Jin needs support, not exploitation. Waves of support poured in from the global ARMY community. Instead of being provoked by the sensation, many are calling for the #ProtectJin movement in the hope that the media and the public will not make this video a material for exploitation. Some fan bases even raised donations to create a digital ad that confirmed the message. Jin is more than just a public figure. He's human too. Fact or marketing strategy, but as usual, not everyone takes this information for granted. Many people suspect that this video is actually part of a marketing strategy designed for a documentary project or Jin's solo album after enlistment. HYE couldn't have carelessly let a video like this leak. It's too strategic, said a Korean entertainment industry analyst who declined to be named. If that's the case, it could be the boldest and most controversial move in BTS promotional history. Raising the dark side and reality behind the glitter of the stage can indeed be a strong emotional approach, but it is also vulnerable to criticism about the exploitation of the artist's emotions. Will Jin speak up? The biggest question that the whole world is now looking forward to is, will the genie speak up? Will he confirm, refute, or even ignore this video? One thing is for sure, the public now sees Jin in a completely different way. Not just as a K-pop star with perfect visuals and a golden voice, but as a human being with wounds, pressures, and vulnerabilities. Until then, this video will continue to be the subject of conversation, both among fans and industry observers. Whatever the truth, one thing is for sure. Behind the camera and the cheering of the concert, there is another side of BTS's Jin that has been tightly hidden. Fact or fiction? BTS's Jin's secret video sparks debate. ARMY begins to wonder after the viral video of BTS's mysterious Jin that seemed to be taken secretly behind the scenes. Now the world is shaken again with deeper and more mind-boggling questions. Is what you see in the video real? Is Jin really under heavy emotional pressure, or is this just part of a planned scenario to provoke public attention? Amid the global furor, a wave of reactions emerged that were not only full of empathy, but also suspicious and skeptical. Many began to question, is it true that this video reflects the real reality of the genie? Or is it that we are all being treated to an artificial narrative that touches the heart in order to build a new image or boost future projects? Something wrong. The public began to read the pattern. A number of netizens and entertainment observers began to analyze more in every second of the video. Some even concocted conspiracy theories, ranging from the agency's alleged involvement to the possibility that it's part of an album promotion or an emotional documentary that will be released after Jin completes his military service. One of the viral comments mentioned, "Everything feels too perfect to be called a leak." Stable cameras, well-fitting lighting, even dialogue that sounds like a script. Are we being led to believe something that was designed from scratch? This statement ignited a long debate. On the one hand, most of the ARMY was touched and believed that the video showed the most honest side of Jin. However, on the other hand, doubts arise about the possibility of manipulation of public emotions by certain parties that have great power in the entertainment industry. HYB staying silent. Smart strategy or avoidance? Adding to the suspicion is the suspicious silence on the part of HYB labels. In a viral case of this magnitude, it is common for the agency to release a brief statement to dampen speculation. But until now, not a single clarification has been given. Are you waiting for the right time to talk? Or are they deliberately allowing rumors to develop in order to make the public even more emotionally attached to this narrative? Not a few compare with similar incidents in the past, where some agencies in the South Korean entertainment industry have used the leak incident as a means of covert promotion, media manipulation, or the emotional reality of a star. The fundamental question we must now face is, to what extent does the media and entertainment industry have the power to shape public perception in a world dominated by imagery, hype, and viral trends? The truth can easily be disguised by a narrative designed in such a way. Can you tell the difference between what is genuine and what is manipulated? And furthermore, do we as entertainment consumers have a tendency to ingest any form of artist emotion as entertainment, even when perhaps it is a real pain that we should be honoring, not exploiting? ARMY, faced with dilemma, the ARMY community is now in a difficult position. On the one hand, they want to protect Jin wholeheartedly, not wanting to make this video the subject of gossip or wild speculation. But on the other hand, many feel entitled to know what really happened, because for years they have been part of Jin and BTS's journey. Some ARMY even began to wonder, are we being emotionally exploited? Or is it that Jin is actually asking for help secretly through this video? Where are the boundaries of privacy and public consumption? This issue also opens up a broader discussion. Where is the line between an artist's private life and the public's right to know? If this video is indeed leaked without Jin's approval, then we should condemn its spread and not contribute to increasing its virality. However, if this is part of a campaign or a communication strategy, then we have the right to question its integrity.